Right. Shall we record this mess? You're an actual idiot. I hate you so
Wait.
This is not how we're coming back. I refuse. I haven't heard that in such a long time.
Hi guys, it's Christmas 2010.
Yeah.
2010? No, that's not what's going on. I guess this is still the opinion zone. I can't remember what podcast we do anymore now. It's been like so long.
I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Christmas Day, probably somewhere.
Ho ho ho.
And a Christmas miracle brought us back together again.
Indeed,
I know.
for one night only.
For one
We'll
night
come back
only.
next year.
It's
When the
because what
planets
everyone
align.
wanted for Christmas. Everyone asked Santa for us.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and that's what they got. So you're welcome. So shut up.
Unfortunately, the wish didn't contain every member. Just the good
No.
ones.
No. That's not how it's starting. That's not how it's starting. Yeah. So unfortunately, some people can't be here. Nicole is literally can't make it because of a hair appointment. That's not an excuse. She's telling me that's a legitimate thing that's happening. So I have every right to believe her. And then David the Lurker is asleep somewhere.
Lurking.
Lurkering, isn't he?
He's lurkering!
He's lurkering about. And but the rest of us are here. So we got Poxy.
Hello.
Hey, Poxy. And the ultimate Sonic theorist and other entertainment media creator, Sega Scourge.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I barely do theories anymore. Lol. It's all about that what if.
We're all shadows of our former selves.
I know. Well, we come together as basically the boomers of the Sonic community.
Don't say that because it's true. Oh god.
To bring some Christmas cheer. So,
Yeah.
whether that
Right,
works
so
or not,
get
we'll see.
ready. It's more like Boxing Day cheer, where everyone just like comes over for dinner because they have to.
No one
Yes.
really likes each other.
Yeah, but they kind of deal with it because they know.
Exactly. They have no choice. They have no choice.
Stroke 'em out, lick 'em out, suck 'em out.
Stop.
So we thought what we'd do as quickly as possible, because we're running out of time, because we were meant to start at 3 o'clock and it's now 10 to 4, is that we were going to briefly look at what's happened this year, and through expert calculations and testing and scoring, work out the Sonic Show's official ranking for what actually what's worth giving a shit about in 2019.
What was worth the hype for Sonic this year?
Exactly. Poxy has very carefully made a list of everything.
I googled it and I wrote it down on a post-it note.
You're so smart.
So, I guess without teasing any topics, because you guys already know, I think let's go with most. These aren't in order, but I think a good one to start with would be that Team Sonic Racing came out this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
was
that.
immediately forgotten.
Immediately forgotten after Crash Team Racing hit shelf.
Yeah.
So we actually had a big launch get together.
Mm-hmm.
We did, and it's one of the few times the Sonic Show actually physically hang out.
Yeah, it's whenever a new Sonic game comes out.
And
Not
we
that
all
often.
played that game to death, the whole time we were together, except for when we saw Detective Pikachu.
I don't think we actually did. I thought we only. Oh no, we did. We did play that con, didn't we? I thought we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But
There was a lot of things happening
real
that night.
talk.
Ooh.
Yes, there was. We won't talk about podcast, but real talk. A month on from us all meeting, who was still playing that game?
I think I actually stopped when I.
Yeah. So did I. I'll be
It's
honest.
like,
I'll be honest. I think I only played it when I was with friends. Like if I went to see a friend, we'd put it on
Yeah.
just for shits and giggles, laugh at how terrible the frame rate is. At 4-player split screen, shit like that.
yeah, I just kind of stopped. I mean, I
See,
think this
yeah.
is just an answer of the fact that the longevity of the game just isn't there.
It didn't have enough of an identity, did it?
No.
You compare it
felt-
to, I was playing Crash Team Racing for a while because
Oh,
of the
yeah.
new content they kept putting out. I know everyone had a hissy fit about microtransactions, and I'm just like, grow up. It's the world we live in. Stop moaning. But I kept playing it, and I thought it was good. So yeah.
I mean, I've got to be honest. Microtransactions don't bother me because at the end of the day, they're.
Yes.
I mean, alright. So Team Sonic Racing, we don't need to go mad because of the fact that we did have that big podcast. If you want to watch it or listen to it, I don't know if it's up on YouTube, but it's
Yeah.
probably on your podcast streaming services.
So I think so. You've already heard us talk about it. So I'm just going to give it a score right now, out the gate, and we're going to mark each of these out of 10, and I'm going to mark them. What am I going to give it? I'm going to give it, to start off, I think a good middle ground. I am actually going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it 5 SPD64s out of 10. Because to be honest,
Okay.
to summarize that game, it's bang on average.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you, Pox?
I'm gonna probably have to go a 6, only because the sound. I'm still listening to the music.
Okay, fair.
The music,
fair.
the music of that game, especially coming off the heels of, which is what obviously the game came out after Forces, in case you weren't aware. I think it has actually one of the most outstanding soundtracks in the series, and especially for a racing game. A lot of Sonic's racing games tend to have really good. This is, apart from the odd ones that sound like, farting out of a tuba, and that god awful Green Light Ride remix that for some reason sounds worse than Sonic Spinball's Options music.
Yeah.
Don't know how they managed to do that, but they're always breaking records. It was good. It was alright. It was average, but a really good track. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Are we scoring this out of the hype generated from it, like as it was approaching release or something?
I'm just gonna.
Just pay
I
off.
think
Just pay
whatever
off.
you personally feel. Yeah. For me,
Alright,
the payoff
I'm
was a
gonna-
5.
I'm gonna go balls to the walls, and I'm gonna say 7 monk sticks out of 10.
Wow. Also, talk
Because-
about a callback.
When it was coming out, I got that towards its release. I was getting really hyped for it, and this is kind of biased, but because I saw things like Rooftop Run in it,
Yeah.
and then I saw things like Green Hill, Seaside Hillish levels, and things like that, and Ice Cap, whatever from Sonic's World.
Yeah.
I thought that this game was going to have something to do with the two worlds in it. I was vastly disappointed. But other than
man.
that, I think it generated enough. I enjoyed it enough and had enough of a good time to give it a 7.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
think that's fair. That is fair.
Okay.
So, that deserves a round of applause.
Always bringing it back to your theory, Scourge. Always good to keep yourself in the theme. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Sonic kind of went dark after that. Nothing really happened. We didn't hear anything.
Sonic's had a rough 10 years.
Sonic had a rough year in 2019, transitioning from racing to whatever. Without going too far into things, obviously Sega Hero, a thing that was still going. We're not scoring this, but is anyone playing Sega Heroes?
I used to kind of. I'll be honest. I used to kind of hack the game and cheat it.
How do you?
And yeah,
Why?
I was doing because I wanted all the characters from all the
Oh,
Sega
for
games.
God's sake!
And so I would spam chests until I got them because I had unlimited gems. And I think I pissed the devs off. But yeah, I just stopped playing it. It's cool, and I really do love that they keep adding to it. They're teasing silver right now, I think. But
Oh, really?
I think, yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting.
So, for me, I started playing it, and then this is going to sound so petty. So many people got sent free pins,
Yeah, same. I was so pissed.
and I was like, I'm not on the list anymore of who gets pins. So, because of that, zero.
Kind of thing, so I didn't.
Yeah. Well, we were on the list for TSR. And we
Yeah,
must
which
be on the list
admittedly-
for some kind of shitty game.
I think the fact that I gave it a 5 is probably why I'm no longer on the list.
Oh my god. I mean, it's good that they, especially now, the fact that they are to be what it is, you know. But,
Yeah.
You know, so I'm happy for it. I'm glad it's still going. I hope it is still successful. Blah blah blah. So I kind of there's the next thing that happened. I kind of want to leave till at least second to last. I think what we can talk about next.
We didn't rank heroes.
Huh?
Hmm?
We didn't
Did
rank
you want to
Sega
rank
heroes.
Because it didn't
Yeah,
come out this year.
let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do it.
Fine.
No pins, a 1.
One. Okay, cool.
I'll give it a 6 just because like I love all the old school Sega references. It just got a kick out of it.
Yeah,
Fair.
you would. I'll give it a solid 4. A good thing to
Fair
do
enough.
while you're taking a dump. So the next thing that we can talk about is Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Yes, that's right, a new Nintendo console. They had to make another one. So, has anyone played the main game? If not, has anyone? I think that's the
I
best way to say
played the demo. I haven't played the game because it's actually on my Christmas list, so hopefully I'm opening it today. Because it's Christmas Day.
Yesterday, December 25th.
But actually-
I can't comment because I haven't played it at all.
I played the demo, and I played so I played some of the retro stuff, which is filler content, but it's fun. It seems like another entry to the series. Like, I don't know what else you could say about it, really. I think it's the better of the 2 Sonic games that came out this year.
Oh my god.
Statements.
Yeah, what do you
So,
think,
yeah.
Scourge? Even just like looking at it.
Well,
you know?
just looking at it, the only thing I really had to say about it was that I was hoping one of the biggest criticisms that they had in the older ones was that the special event characters would be usable outside of special events, but they are not. Again, you can only play as Rouge in fucking rock climbing, blah blah blah. And it's like, this kind of sucks, you know? Why? That's my main gripe, really.
Why?
It looks cool. Oh, and you know they have to throw that Forces stage in there. You know what I'm saying? You're right, my G.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the demo. I gotta be honest, I was more excited for it than Rio, and I do think it's better than Rio.
Yeah, I
but
think that's fair.
my god, you're right. Even just looking at the box of the game and the UI, it's all like, yes, we're just making another one. We'll make another one. It's for the Switch. You can say that you have a. Oh, but because it's Tokyo, Japan, the games come out from Japan. Oh, look, here's filler content with not as many characters, not as many events. I'm not racing to get it off the shelf. The demo I played was fun. It felt like a Mario and Sonic game. It felt more in line with, like, you know, the original, the London game. You know, the main Summer Olympic ones, except for Rio. Again, Rio was not good. It's fine.
Glowing review.
Are we ranking this? Should we
Yeah,
rank-
we're
Yeah,
ranking this.
I'm gonna give it because it's better than Team Sonic Racing, but it's still a Mario and Sonic game, so I'm gonna give it a solid 6.5. because I can.
That's not a solid. That's not a solid. That is a float.
That is an unbalanced 6.5.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna give it, based on viewing alone, a 6.
Okay.
6 out of 10. Because, and I'm also going to throw in that the Metropolis hoverboarding special event is the closest thing to a free, Riders 4 we will ever get. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Aww.
Can also agree on that. I'm probably. Oh, I'm getting notifications. I'm so popular. I'm not. I am gonna have to go with. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna be honest. It's not. It's just kind of there. It's another thing that you can have, like, if you want it, it's for the Switch. If you don't want to play 1-2 Switch, you can play Mario.
Good with friends.
Good with friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sorry.
None of us have any.
So far away. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess now we can talk about the IDW situation.
Mm-hmm.
What is that situation?
I don't read the comics,
Neither do I.
so I
Damn
think
you both.
this might be your section, Sco. So
I mean, it followed up hot off the heels of the Forces story, which I find interesting because these comics, IDW, they seem to be sticking quite closely to game canon, even though I keep hearing people that say that IDW is meant to be treated as like a pocket canon. But it draws heavily from the games, so a lot of the characters are how they are in the games, including, might I add, the really badly written Shadow that we get in the games nowadays. The stories they've been doing so far are pretty good. They had an opening story with, Eggman losing his memory. They introduced a bunch of new villains like Rough and Tumble and things. New characters like Tangle and Whisper, which I do like very much. I think the Zombot story they're currently doing is... How do I put it? I'm biased though. I like it though, like Night of the Living Dead, because I've always wondered like what zombies would be like in Sonic, and this is like the PG zombie, right? Because it's like robo zombies. It's just, there's something about it that it makes me chuckle because it's almost too grim to be Sonic, if that makes sense. Like characters are like actually dying, but they're not in a way.
I thought I thought when they left Archie, they were moving away from all that drama.
you think that if they went into the games canon, it ultimately means that they're trying to be a bit...
Yeah, I mean, some of the writing does feel softer. Flynn's cool with it, so he'll introduce a lot of like older, forgotten characters. Like he threw Gemerald in there, which I thought was cool. And yeah, other than that, I don't know. I kind of like it. When I looked at the Zombot story, I wondered like, man, imagine if this was what Forsters was or something. Like something a bit like actually dark. When they said Forsters was going to be dark, I like it as it is currently. I think it's an okay read, personally. That's literally all I can say about it.
Fair enough. Wait, so how does that translate into a number, Scourge?
I'm going to give it an 8.5 Monk Sticks.
Ooh.
Because some of the writing is pretty cool, and it's what I wish the games were, and I like it.
Yeah. I think it's only fair as I haven't read... I bought them, haven't read them. I'm gonna just give it another 5 because I feel like I can't say it's good or bad. I only buy them when people I know do the cover artwork, and then I want them for that reason.
Yeah. Oh, just to throw in, by the way, it's the only comic so far. Even Archie didn't get to this. It's the only comic that openly references the Black Arms and the events of Shadow the Hedgehog. I was like, what?
I thought they did. What about the Black Arms?
They mentioned the Black Arms in Archie off panel. And they showed like that they're out in space, but we never. They did the Dark Arms story later on, if you remember. They did Black Death with Shadow and that.
Oh.
Which I thought was kind of shit, to be honest. But like it's just weird to see that like they seem to want to do like a thing where they bridge all the canons. They're trying to create some sort of consistency to say like even if you throw away the two worlds thing and you throw away what's canon and what's not, this is Sonic. He remembers all of this. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I have seen like glimpses of the IDW comics. Like I saw the first 4 issues where they introduced where everyone was saying that there was like an IDW pattern which got me worried. If I'm not gonna lie, it did get me a bit nervous. I saw glimpses of like neo metal
Oh yeah.
and stuff like that. I see zombots pop up every now and again. I see all that same kind of stuff, but yeah, it's never really grabbed me. I think it's fine. It's in a better position than I thought it would be with IDW. So we have another opinion.
A new challenger has appeared.
And it's
Oh my gosh, everyone!
talking-
It's SPD64!
Oh god, that sounded like Jesus.
Yeah, and that's good because now we have someone who I think is
Also read IDW. Yeah, you can give us your 2 cents on IDW.
Thank
now.
God.
Oh,
But before we do, we're just going to magically pause. And we're back. Okay, magic happened. Woo. You were saying, sorry?
Wow, Nicole, how did you give scores for the things you weren't here for?
You know,
Magic.
magic.
Amazing.
Christmas magic.
Yeah.
Yes, as this episode is releasing today, Christmas Day of
Yes.
2019. Yes.
Yes.
So I'll just quickly give my number for the IDW thing. As someone who hasn't read it, I'm going to give it a 6.
That?
A 6, yes.
Sex, yeah.
Singular sex.
That. Okay, so we only need one more number.
Yes, Nicole, so you've read the comics. You've read the comics, haven't you? Yeah. What are your general thoughts and what would your score be for that in the year?
I like that it's a continuation of Forces. I think that's really cool. Bit confusing in terms of is it canon. I'm going to assume it is. I like the story that they've done so far. It's definitely, in my honest opinion, probably what Forces should have been, but oh well, I guess. I like the kind of side stories with Tangle and Whisper. I think that is their names. I don't really read them.
That's Rough and Tumble, you fool.
No, it was
sorry.
Tangle and Whisper.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I definitely think it's a bit sad that Archie's dead, but you know, at least we're still getting a comic series.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Sonic
So-
lives on in comic form.
You
So,
watch, right?
score would
next
be-
Sonic, next
Oh,
modern
no.
Sonic game, Rough and Tumble are in it, and suddenly
No.
it's like, oh my god.
No,
Right,
That's
so
right.
what would you score it out of 10?
I might give it a 9 actually.
Oh my god.
Oh my wow! That changes
my
everything.
goodness.
Hey, don't freak out. I gave it an 8.5. That's 5
Yeah.
point off.
Weren't that high though.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
couldn't commit,
hesitated.
could you? You had to give it at 8.5.
We're not here
Right.
for second guesses, Scourge.
Foxy, what's next?
Anyway. Right, so that's good. Okay, we're getting more positive. Right, so I guess
Hell yeah.
the next thing we can talk about, which happened recently, which was a return of Sonic in the field of animation. We finally got, after God knows how many years, a Chow in Space movie, sort of, not really.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we think?
Can I say something on this? And can everybody not judge me on this,
no.
please?
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, Jamie!
What is this?
Look, I'm sorry, alright? I know. It's just I've been really busy and I just haven't had time.
How dare you? How dare you?
No, we're gonna
Life.
watch it right now.
No, we're-
Okay, maybe not
reaction.
right now.
no, we're not.
I've
But
been following your Instagram. You've literally just been pictures of yourself on the every day since July.
I've had fun doing it. So, but you guys have obviously watched it because you're real Sonic fans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Die Hard.
Europe's biggest Sonic fan, am I right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Wow. Apparently
God.
Jamie forgot about that too. Fucking
I
hell.
think I'll take that
Virgin
sash,
are we allowed
thank
to
you.
swear? I forgot if we're allowed to swear. Oh well.
That's fine.
I've already swore like 12
Alright,
times.
fuck.
Well, we've met. our
Okay,
quota
well-
for the day now.
You know, this
Oh,
can't go on
okay.
YouTube,
Alright.
but No, go on.
Oh, wow.
I'm guessing it was good. What was it? What was it? Funny? Was it amusing? Did it break your heart?
Who wants to take this one?
Well, I don't know, Jamie. You didn't seem to care that much about fucking watching it, so I don't know.
It was a short festive animation of Sonic looking after a Chow in a Chow garden while the Chow is having a dream of him being a space pilot fighting a dark Chow in spaceships. And
That's really cute.
He's running around sleepwalking, and Sonic's trying to save him from falling off cliffs and stuff.
And drowning.
And then Eggman shows up to try and steal some gifts. And the Chow, while in a trance, because in his dream he's gone into a super Chow to punch the enemy Chow's spaceship, runs up to Eggman and punches Eggman off a cliff, and Eggman dies.
Again.
Like a falcon punch from this tiny Chow.
And then you see this cute little scene of the Chow in his mind getting like honored and celebrated that he saved the day, and you see a ghost of Tikal clapping, and I was like, oh my god. And then he pulls Sonic's nose off.
Yeah, he just pulls it clean off.
And it was voiced. It was voiced like there were little voice clips, which was really cute.
It was the first time the Sonic characters were actually voiced in an animation, which was really good.
Just to clarify, it wasn't like voicing, it was like, huh? Huh? You know what I mean?
Well,
That
I
kind of
mean,
thing.
when I say voice,
My
yeah,
face!
I mean,
Yeah, that was a line, yeah, my face, yeah.
And then it ended off with the Chow singing City Escape. Oh my god.
That was cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna score it because you guys have, I think, going purely on what you guys have told me, I'm gonna give it 10.
I know what we're doing after this podcast.
I'm giving it a solid 10 because it sounds adorable, and I love adorable things, and I'm very confident if I get around to watching it, I'm gonna love it. So 10. 10!
Yeah, alright, who next?
It's good.
10, because Tikal.
oh wow.
Okay. Nicole?
I'm gonna give it 10 because it inspired me to do animations. I actually tweeted at Tyson Hess being like, hey, what did you use for this? He responded. I was like, oh, I might want to do stuff like that. So 10. It was very inspirational.
10.
Yeah. No, I've got to give it a 10. It was the most Sonic thing I've seen in a long time, and it was just nice to have like. It was not only was it the callbacks to everything, but it was the use of music. It was the use of, you know, the tropes that we remember from Raising Chow. To it's the fact that it was the actual Chow Garden, by the way.
Yeah.
Like it was the neutral Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2 that was just floating in the sky that had a waterfall in the middle. It was a gorgeous animation, brilliant. So 10.
Oh, and the Charles.
Oh, and the Chow, yeah, it was brilliant.
Well done, over people who worked on that. Yeah. Okay, stop clapping. All right, calm down. Audience going crazy. What's next, Box?
Okay, so we have two more smaller things that, yeah, and especially these are recent. One of these things was First Four Figures announcing their brand new Sonic statue.
Oh, I saw that.
I've seen
So,
different
I
opinions.
have opinions on this. Good thing it's the opinion zone. I think it is. I love it. I really like it. I think, I think I've expressed my opinions on this podcast before about First Four Figures charging a lot of money to stick LEDs and things, but ignoring that, I love it. It just upsets me that I have the 25th anniversary, which is a similar concept, but in my opinion, done a lot more, well, not as well as the new design. So it upsets me that I spent a lot of money to have the exclusive 25th anniversary Sonic statue, which is basically just a really cool Sonic and a spinning sign on a large block. And now they've made this really cute, like, and it's compact and it's I love it, and I can't afford it because I've got the one downstairs.
Okay.
I think it looks. Obviously, I applaud them for their effort. It looks really beautiful and that, and it is a great. I do love classic Sonic figures, but I have to admit, it's just another classic Sonic figure, and I'm okay with that. It's just I thought when I think First Four Figures, I like to think that they're trying to encompass like the recent history of Sonic. And I thought, wouldn't it have been better suited to be like, something that isn't just plainly Sonic. It could have been like Heavy King holding the Phantom Ruby that
Infinite would be a
glows.
sick one.
It could have been Infinite.
Infinite with a glowing
Yeah.
Phantom Ruby.
Right. So, but it just kind of bothers me that they always play it safe. That's my main gripe. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when they released the silver figure, didn't they basically, when that was like the last modern figure I can remember, didn't they basically say something along the lines of, guys, we may not do more Sonic statues if you don't buy them? And I seem to remember that.
To be fair.
And I feel like ever since then they've been like, we're just gonna keep it simple because we know that sells. So
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they didn't charge so much, then maybe that
Maybe we'd be able to pay for it. They want plastic
Well,
and
who
light bulbs
wouldn't?
that cost
Are you telling
about
me-
tens of a house.
I think everyone here would buy a Heavy King statue. Holding
I
the
would
Phantom Ruby.
100% buy a
Yeah.
Heavy King statue if he was sat.
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
kidding me?
I know
Would
what's-
buy that.
well, I know what statue I want. Well, there's two statues I wish I'd just seen. One, I feel like because they did Shadow, I don't see why they never got around to doing Rouge. But also,
Yes. That's a good
I would have
point.
loved a modern Eggman. A modern Eggman
Oh,
statue
yeah.
would be so good,
Man.
and I would 100% buy that. So
Or Modern
Just
Amy.
upset.
I don't think they've ever done Modern Amy.
And then
No,
you
my
press
name's
you
not
press
on.
a button and you hear Mike Pollock go, "I voiced Black Doom."
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not.
Nicole, how about we
Yeah.
hear what you think about this
Oh.
statue?
Mine's kind of same. Like, I think it looks fine. I'm kind of with Jamie on the sense that if it is just a remade one, then it's a bit weird. I personally miss when they did stuff like Silver and all that. So I would say probably a 7 because it looks good, but yeah, I want to see other
Oh, wait, yeah, have
characters.
you guys given the scores yet?
I didn't score it. I'd give it a 5.
oh, interesting. I was gonna give it a 7, but because I'm gonna mark it 1 because it just reminds me of how ugly my one I've got is, so I'm gonna give it a 6.
I would love to
Okay.
have the Shadow of Silver one though. Those are sick.
Yeah.
Right, okay. You know what? My opinion of this statue, I'd be a lot more excited for it if they didn't already release 2 different versions of the Angel Island statue.
Yeah, that one's cooler.
That's way cooler. That's
Yeah.
way cooler. It's a nice new environment. It's, if you want it to be lush and green, you can. And it's way more interesting. This feels like they're doing it, and again, it's another classic Sonic statue, and I know extremely marketable, especially in the time that we're in. But Sonic always plays it safe. You don't, First World Figures, you don't expect them to do that. Well, I don't know what you expect from First World Figures, but it'd be cool to see something outlandish,
Yeah.
like Rouge or Heavy King. Or do you know what? Could you imagine like a slightly transparent Chaos one?
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
amazing.
stop.
With a glowing brain.
Yeah, how cool would that be? But no.
I'm sad now.
So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Fair.
Okay.
No, you know what? No, I'm giving it a 4.
Oh, shock!
It's it was hyped up with this teaser, and I was like, this is just classic Sonic again. There's like
So-
7
Sick
different
of being
statues of this
classic.
character.
It was modern.
Which is
What else happened this year, Pox?
Yeah.
right. We have 2 more things. This one is against, but more based in the community. We've known about this for. It's the final arrival of the Sonic Adventure music experience coming to the UK, which I completely forgot was happening, and by the time the weekend ended, it was already gone. So, Jamie.
Well, I didn't go, but I do appreciate the fact that the hashtag was the abbreviation, so I kept seeing people just being like, same. It's like, I don't know, that was just confusing. It's like, is this just a general mood? Like, I was just like, but I felt bad because I didn't go because the Kickstarter happened around the time that I was between pay dates, and I was like, and then when I got paid, it was like 2 days had passed, and I messaged someone who was involved. It's like, any tickets left? I'm like, no. So I didn't get to go. However, it looked great, and it's also the first time Summer of Sonic has seen it shown its face in a long time. So,
It's true, yeah.
I think while I couldn't go myself, it makes me excited to see Summer of Sonic potentially explore avenues of doing different forms of Sonic media entertainment events and stuff beyond just the conventions. Like, they can do music gigs and stuff, so I think it's promising for what they could do in the future.
It's a great summary.
Yeah.
So, and but I didn't go, so it gets a free.
3, cool. Scratch.
I didn't go either. I actually got offered. Someone offered to like pay for me to go, and I just didn't go.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be June. I love June. It's gonna jam out. I'm gonna be stood there, 6'4", sticking out in the crowd, feeling sweaty. I can't be arsed. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I imagine it from what I've seen and people who I spoke to who have gone. They said it was amazing, and for that reason, I'd probably give it like a 6.
Fair.
Yeah.
Nicole.
Oh god. I don't know if this might get me in trouble or not. I gotta be honest, obviously when I first saw Summer of Sonic, I was thinking, oh, wait,
Yeah.
it's a back. It's the convention
Oh, yeah.
back. It was like, it was a music experience, which is still good. It's still amazing that they had, you know, it all planned and all that. It just kind of made me feel a bit like, oh, like maybe if it was a convention, like kind of normal Sonic, the Summer of Sonic convention, I probably would have been more willing to pay up money to go. That's just me though. I hope that people that went enjoyed it. It seemed like fun. It seemed like the people that went had a very fun time. I'll give it a I'll give it a 5 just for the fact that it was a thing overall, like in general.
5 for being a thing.
5 for existing.
Yeah, good job.
Again, it's great that it finally had a chance to get to the UK, because the Sonic Convention music experience hasn't, to my knowledge, been to the UK.
No, this was the first time, I think.
Which is fantastic. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Again, I got to agree with Nicole. When I first saw it, I did think Summer of Sonic was coming back, even though I knew it wasn't, you know, it was just kind of like, okay. I remember us thinking that we were all gonna go. Fuck it, it's too much for a gig, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that trip for the...
one piece of advice for the Summer of Sonic organisers for this sort of event: in future, maybe not do them at the most expensive time of year. Just right?
Really strange. Right in the middle of December
and the coldest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I assume that was more about availability of venues and people rather than anything else. But still, I could not afford
and
it.
they still had to like raise the money up for it too.
Exactly. So.
Well, no, that's not right. I'm pretty sure they
No, I thought they did. It was a Kickstarter.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Yeah, never mind. But again, it's the Sonic Adventure music experience. It's a really good collection of songs. The opportunity to have remix music, especially played live, or even just old tracks. So I'm just gonna give it a 6 for
6
being
Brevity.
good.
Good. Right, we're
Okay.
cracking through these. Look at us go.
Well, there's only one left.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no.
And for anyone who doesn't know what this is, well, you've been living under a rock, because we're about to talk about the biggest thing that happened to Sonic this year. So, in 2018, in December of 2018, we finally got public word that there was a Sonic the Hedgehog movie happening. Public word. Like, we've known about it for years. And then, of course, we got Sonic the Sewage Rat. In the first trailer that was released, massive uproar happened. There were conspiracy theories, blah blah blah. They said they were going to push it back, they were going to delay it. Come to, I think, what was it, October? Am I right in saying that?
I think it was actually
A few months ago, we got word that a collection of animation and Warner Brothers were coming this week, and one of them was going to be Sonic. And of course, we finally got the public viewing after months of rumors and leaks. We finally got the official redesign for Sonic the Hedgehog in the movie. And that is our final topic for today.
and he looked terrible. I'm joking, he looks amazing.
We'll get to you in a minute. Jamie, what do you think? So, and we're including all of the outsource publication, like we're including the event that happened in Brazil, we're including the recent animated posters, like just the brand new branch that the Sonic movie has taken from the first trailer that we saw last year.
So I've got to say, like, we did a whole podcast about the design and how I hated it and how I thought it was just disgusting and how it was a joke. I could not be more pleased with what they had done. He is adorable. I want plushies of him. They've convinced me to spend all my money on him. I can't wait. It's weird that it says so much about what animation can do, because there are gonna be jokes which I think people will find funny in the trailer, for example. But I know that if they were the old design and the old whatever that animation you want to call was, they wouldn't land. Those jokes wouldn't land, and people would cringe rather than laugh. And it's the same audio, it's the same joke, but it just the way you portray it makes it work. And it's like it's upsetting that apparently the company's folded potentially, and that's worked on the animation. But it's just like, I am very, very happy with the redesign, and I'm going to say it, I think the movie redesigned Sonic, I now prefer to the current design they're using for the video games for modern Sonic.
Oh, we're going to get into a lot of discussions. Worry.
So yeah.
So Jamie, what do you think?
Cool.
I love him. I don't. Do I have to give him a score yet? I don't know.
We don't have to. We can wait till the end if you want.
I'm gonna because other people's opinions may help me balance my own. So.
Okay, fair enough. We should have done that for all of them, but
Should I go?
Yeah, go next. Sketch.
I am very happy with it. He looks cute. He looks like a teddy bear. I don't really mind the blue arms people moaning. It doesn't matter. He looks like Sonic, and the previous one did not. The trailer showed off locations like Green Hill. It's amazing. I know, people like to moan about Green Hill and say it's overused in the games, but it's amazing how everyone came together when the trailer came out and went, this is amazing to see it in a film. Green Hill looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to detract points from 10 based on like a few things I've heard. I heard that I was very pleased and impressed with the idea that Paramount kind of changed Sonic based on the huge fan uproar with the previous design, which is half true, because then the news came out that the real reason that they actually did the redesign was because it was mostly the general public response. They were aiming more at like, what will the general public think? And even they hated it, so that's why it got changed. So they basically said, screw the community, in a sense. So that's point off of that. There's a couple things going around right now that some of the animators were crunched for time horribly. I don't know how factual some of that is. People like Tails Channel have reported on it and said that apparently they worked like 12 hours a day and things. And I think that's kind of shitty if that's true. I'd probably take a point off just for that. And I'm gonna say I'll give it a 7 all round. I think it's beautiful. I think it's the best it could have been.
Right.
I'm still not massively like, holy crap, I have to see this film, but I want to see it based on what I've seen. And I think the fact that they've done that is an achievement,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely.
That's fair.
All right, okay. Anything else? Any other thoughts on that at all?
No.
All right, okay, cool. That's pretty blunt. Right, nice. Okay, Nicole.
All right. I'm kind of the same as everyone else in the sense that Sonic, he looks very nice, very beautiful now. In comparison to before, where he honestly just looked like something, not a cartoon character. It's kind of funny how, when you focus on making a cartoon character look like a cartoon character, whoa, instantly better. That's a shock. It is a bit shitty that by the seems of it, they did change it because of the general public. It's like, okay, well, screw us, right? Even though honestly, it's gonna be mainly Sonic fans that go and see this. I don't see really a lot of people from the general public going to see this, rushing to go and see it. In terms of the movie itself, I don't think it's gonna be fantastic. I think it's gonna be very mediocre, but at least it'll be nice to look at.
Exactly, yeah.
Wait, so are we judging it based on the design, or like how we think the film's gonna be?
It's mainly Sonic's redesign and like what the take of the whole redesign thing and the promotion of how it went.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I think the redesign is a very good thing.
Mm.
It would have been nicer if it was the fans that did it, but it wasn't. Very thankful to Tyson. Tyson
Yes.
Hess for joining.
Legend.
He is the man. So yeah, that's kind of my take. I'm excited to see it just because of that. Just because the design. I'm going to be like gushing over the design.
Okay.
When I'm going to go see it.
Did you want to give it a score?
Oh, based on the redesign alone, it's like a fucking like I would say 9.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what?
A 9.
I think I'm being too harsh with myself. I'm gonna up mine 9.
Okay. 2 9s.
9.
2 9s.
Okay.
2 9s. Okay, that's one way to not back yourself into a corner. Okay, so whenever we talk about the Sonic movie, I end up taking like an hour because I've got so much to say. So I'll just try and hit the keynotes here.
Oh, no.
I don't need to say that Sonic looks absolutely incredible. Like it's been said enough. Ben Schwartz's Sonic, fantastic. One thing that I was really worried about with this movie post redesign was budget and money, and all these things came out when the trailer came, because I thought, oh, they're not going to have enough time to push marketing. They're not going to be able to promote it as much as they can. My God, there's been so much promotion already. It's crazy. We've had animated headers, animated posters, Facebook apps. We've had events like the event in Brazil where there was this giant. Was it theater? Was it cinema?
I think it was a cinema. I think
it was like
I
a
don't
booth
know.
or something that got tricked out with Sonic stuff. There was a barbershop. There's art that's been made for the movie. There's all these different posters in different countries. There's currently a 12 days of Sonic event. Well, by this time it's finished. There was a 12 days Sonic event, which featured, different deals, although they were exclusively in the United States, which is whatever, it's fine. There have been a lot of rumors that have come out since then, like, and a lot of news things, like the whole thing with animators. There's no one here's in the company, so we can't say anything. But nothing apart from the trailer that we saw was animated with that old design. It was just the trailer. That was it. But I don't know how far that crunch time is going to be, especially with the original release window pushed, which they didn't plan for. I know they didn't. That was after. Then, of course, you've got everything that came out with MPC from Vancouver folding, which was the main people that worked on the Sonic movie. But people need to remember that there are different divisions of the moving pictures company. Like there's one in Vancouver, there's one in the States. I'm pretty sure there's one in Tokyo, there's one in London. Vancouver is the one that did a lot of it, and they also, mainly with like The Lion King and all the other CG anime films that we've seen this year.
Yeah.
I just thought of the one thing that I wanted to talk about, and it's completely escaped my mind, and it's really frustrating. Oh
no!
Oh, this is bad. Oh no! That was it. Okay, so one thing that really got me annoyed from the early movie was we first heard that Martha were going to be part of it, and then they weren't. Like they just weren't. It's been confirmed by themselves that they have animated. I'm almost certain it was the Green Hill Zone sequence.
Yeah.
I'm almost 100%, and that is amazing. That is Sonic Unleashed on the big screen. That is the people that made Sonic Unleashed. That is more of a promising promotion than saying that this, from the teams that brought you Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. This is exactly what it is, and I'm so excited. There's going to be a Sonic Show event that we are organizing, which I'm not letting go. I'm saying this on the podcast so that it's written. So we have to do it now.
I thought we were gonna do it.
We're doing it. It's
day
gonna be
one.
amazing.
We're gonna bounce in there in our fucking Froggy t-shirts.
In our Froggy tees and
A
our.
bunch of adults going to see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie on day.
We're gonna have an old-styled boombox blasting Gangster's Paradise.
No.
But no, I'm gonna give it a 10. I gotta be honest. I'm gonna give it a 10.
As am I. So,
You're giving it a 10.
I am.
Well, 2 9s from me and you, Nicole. Not enough Sonic kissing human girls.
Now I gotta bring it down to a 7. No, I'm joking.
So was that is so is 2019?
That's 2019 for Sonic.
Wow.
My goodness,
What a
right.
shit year.
What a shit.
For you say that hilariously, but you know, we've had mobile games, 2 main games, comics, a movie, shorts. A lot's happened. It just doesn't feel like it, but it's quite impressive how much has happened. Which means that it's time for us to do the official Sonic Show 2019 countdown of what happened and who gives it. Yeah, basically. So I'm going to do it starting from last place to first, and we can see what we officially rank as highest. This is slightly concerning the order
That's the
of things.
most hype thing that's happened this year.
Yeah. So, let's see if I can. What's some good countdown music?
Countdown?
Yeah.
Don't do
Well-
countdown. Don't do countdown. Don't do countdown.
We're gonna get copyright.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure it's public domain. No, it's not.
It's not.
Do the drowning music.
Anxiety ridden.
Stress everybody out that's listening to this.
I would not do that. Oh no,
Whoa.
this will do. Hey.
Hey, okay.
Okay, so where have we got? I've lost the chart. Right, in last place we have Sega Heroes of 19 points.
No!
Followed up, not far off actually, by the Sonic Adventure Music Adventure experience. Sorry, with 20 points. You could say that was affected by the fact that nobody present went to the event, and that's not fair, but who cares? Do your own podcast. Then we followed up with Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympic Games. That is with 21.5 points. Thanks to me half scoring something. Followed up, we have the first 4 figures, a new statue, with a lovely 22 points. And then we have Team Sonic Racing, 23 points. Then we come down to our top 3. In third place is the IDW Comics with 28.5 points. Then, in second place, the Sonic movie and its redesign with 38 points, which means the 2019 most hyped, most epic moment is the short I haven't seen, the Channel in Space short,
show you anyway.
with 40 points.
Go watch it now.
Oh, we've got a terrible Sonic fan. Fake fan. Oh.
Right, guys, let's get our bottles of bubbly. Here we go. There we go.
Ew.
Let's be getting looking for a couple of bottle. Let's all drink and hope that next year will be
It's
a
cheering
better
with
year for
pride.
Sonic.
I can't
I don't
tell.
know. It's included in there.
That's just the Sonic community.
Let's just
Yeah.
hope that next year is a better year for Sonic.
I
Sonic
think it
Adventure
was...
remake.
Oh no.
Oh god.
It's like
And-
the Moby Dick of Sonic games.
So guys,
Sonic Adventure 3.
and the other thing that happened in 2019 is a person called Jaden started making content on the Sonic Show, and it doesn't mean we've gone anywhere, it just means he's looking after the ship while we're too busy being drunk somewhere at the bottom of the cabin. We can't make anything right now because
Party at the bottom of the sea.
yeah. So stop giving him hate. I know his content's weird, but if you know the Sonic Show, you know that's what we've been doing for the last 11, 12 years, so don't worry about it.
God, we're old.
We'll be back, and who knows, next year we might do this more often. But yeah, have a wonderful
Who knows?
Christmas that you're already having right now, because it is Christmas Day right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just, you've spent some time with us for about, I'm guessing, an hour and
Yeah.
No.
But, it's just good to chill, sit back, relax, look back at Sonic and realise that maybe there are other games you could be playing.
Like Super Mario for the Nintendo
Like
Wii.
Overwatch.
Oh, shut up.
Fortnite.
Don't! No, okay.
Sledgings with Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Clash of Raid's Shadow Legend.
And I managed to get through this whole podcast without going into the disappointment that was Shenmue 3. Right, guys, we will see you next year, hopefully. So it's goodbye from me, it's goodbye from Poxy, it's goodbye from Sega Sketch, and it's goodbye from Nicole SPD64. And yeah, maybe see you next year, maybe the year after. We're not consistent. Bye.
Bye.
I miss doing this.
So when are we going to tell them that we recorded this in January? Stop!
Shut up!
You've been listening to The Opinion Zone, brought to you by Audio Boom. Don't forget to check out our page at audioboom.com/channel/The Sonic Show. And leave us a comment. You can also interact with us at any time on Twitter by tweeting at Sonic_show. Until next time, by which I mean whenever Jay can be bothered again.
It'll probably be a long time.
Stay safe and please leave Froggy alone.
Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Come on, let's go.
Ken Tenders.
Shit, my nut button didn't work. No.
I was waiting for it. I was expecting you.
I did it.
Right, okay, hang on. We know what we got to do.
It's probably just as well. By the way, I didn't join for the Olympics one because my god, I would have raged so fucking.